Hello everyone, this is going to be the next boss fight, and the character that I'm going to be using for the baby dragon fight is going to be Beat. So this is going to be pretty interesting. I don't like Beat at all. I just think he's a bad character for a solo, so I told myself I was at least going to do one solo with this dude, so who knows if I'll do any more with them, but for this fight, strictly I'm using Beat, so um, here we go. So just, the usual, have Allegretto die. After he dies, we'll start. So there he goes, bye-bye Allegretto. So now on to the actual fight. So this fight can be difficult because it's 3-on-1. The rats are kind of annoying because they're just in the way. The boss actually hits pretty hard because it likes to get behind you a lot. I think that's the fiery breath is his strongest attack because since you can't block it because he gets behind you and uses it, it does a lot of damage. So you want to get rid of these rats as soon as possible. So this is the attack that I was talking about, his fiery breath. He likes to get behind you. This boss gets behind you every time. Every time that I fought this boss, it got behind me every single time. And you can't block it either, so once he gets behind you, you can't block. All you can do is just press B so you can force your character to turn around, and then that enables you to block the next fiery breath attack. That's all you can really do, because that thing does a lot of damage. So I got the hitchman out the way. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to heal, and I'm going to stand behind a wall so the boss cannot get behind me. So you're going to want to stand there the whole time. You do not want to move. Do not try to attack the boss on the side. Do not try to attack it from behind, because it's not going to work. It'll work, but the boss will just use fiery breath, get behind you, and it's not worth it. And also, I choose to use Fire Blast over Rapid Shooter because Fire Blast has a higher critical hit rate and Rapid Shooter doesn't. I noticed that Fire Blast has a better chance of hitting a critical hit than Rapid Shooter, so you want to stand in the light. You don't want to stand in the dark for this one. So Glowing Tails is not gonna. Well, no, Glowing Tails will work for this battle, but you don't need them because you're standing in the light. If you used Shadow Tails wouldn't be useful for this fight. So you don't need Shadow Tails for this one. So also too, his attacks are pretty easy to block. As long as you fight him enough, and you'll get used to his patterns. His attacks are pretty slow. You shouldn't have any problems blocking majority of the times. There may be some times where you'll get hit a few times, but majority of the times you should be able to block his stuff. Also too, since I'm using party level 2, the highest echoes that you can get is 32. They actually don't tell you in the game that you'll start building echoes when you're party level 2, but when you're party level 2, that's when your echoes start building up. So the highest it goes up is 32, so the higher it is, the more damage that you're going to do. You can either wait till 24 or 32, it doesn't matter, but it just really all depends. If you can't wait to to get all the way up to 32, then you could just use your Fire Blast at level 24. You'll still do a good amount of damage, but it's better if you wait to for your echoes to go all the way up to level 32. Also too, you want to have nothing but peach cookies for your item set. You want to use nothing but peach cookies. Make sure you have a lot of those because you're gonna need them. Also too, sometimes you may not be able to hit him all the time. When he curls up into a ball, when he's in the air curled up into a ball, sometimes it's hard to hit him with Beat. Like if you just try to attack him just normally instead of using the actual, the bullets that Beat sometimes does when the creature's kind of far away. If you try to hit him normally, sometimes you'll miss when he's blocking. I think it's probably because you're not close enough to him, or he's not close enough to you, one or the other. But like I said, you don't want to risk anything. You don't want to try to hit him on the side or get behind him. It's just not worth it, because he'll just get behind you and kill you. Another thing too is even if the boss is blocking, and if your fire blast hits a critical hit, you'll actually the critical hit will go through their block. So with that being said, if that happens, you'll be able to hit normal damage. You'll be able to get the critical hit damage. But if you don't, if the fire blast doesn't hit a critical hit while they're blocking, then they're still going to be in the block animation. And for example, Serenade has this too with her Veribum Expello and her Veribum Celebris. Since she has the highest critical hit rate in the game, she's also another character that can get rid of the enemy's block with her Veribum skills, because they have a high critical hit rate, and you'll be able to optimize the damage. So I got 24 echoes here, fire blast, critical hit. He's not blocking because I hit him with the critical hit. And blocking all this other stuff that he's trying to do to me. And apparently I'm not close enough this time, so I decided to use a peach cookie since I wasn't close enough to him. So like I said, as long as your blocking's good and your blocking's on point most of the time, you should be okay with this fight. You should be fine. Just build up 24 echoes or 32 echoes, and you should be fine. But probably, I don't know, probably after this boss fight, I probably won't use Beat ever again. I don't know. I may use him maybe one more time or twice, but I apologize for this long boss battle with Beat. It's even longer if you use party level 1. I don't want to make it too long. But he's almost dead now. He's like slouching down. He looks tired, so that means that he's almost dead. So we're almost done here. Just block his slow attacks here. Fire blast because I'm lazy. I want to. I mean, it's another way to build up echoes too, as long as he's not blocking. But or you get the critical hit. But I just like hitting the boss normally. Yeah, I'm growing impatient. That's why I use my echoes a little early, because I'm growing impatient and he's almost dead. So that's the only reason why I did that. So he should be dead soon. And there it is. He's dead. Hope you guys enjoyed this Beat solo, and I will bring you guys the next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later. Thanks.